Again, kind of a price point for Brady that you maybe buy for to be select. Gold Prism, numbered out of 10. All right, actually do have a couple baseball cards here coming up. This is a Mickey Mantle. Hey everyone, Austin here with Carlson Cards. Welcome back to another PSA reveal video. Saturday morning, daughter's asleep. Like the perfect time to dive in and do a reveal of an order that just got back. It's kind of leftover cards that I didn't send with the bulk grading. My huge orders, these are just random eBay buys. They're all from eBay, I believe, that I had left and ready. So I sent around the last day of the special that was like $15.99 or whatever. So good variety of cards, lots of really unique ones, lots of serial numbered stuff, and some really, really big ones for my collection that you're going to see towards the middle and end of this video. So really hope you guys enjoy. Let's dive right in. So first off, we have a Steve Smith. This is out of 2004 Finest, the uncirculated gold X-Fractor. I've always really liked this set. However, the 10s are really difficult. You can see here there's a print line on the left side, so that's common on these older fractors. If you're new to this era, you're gonna have to learn that. So these, again, like I mentioned, these lines, they call it a print line. So nothing you can do about that. I mean, that's just how the card's designed. And then these also come encased, so they're numbered out of 150. The corners and edges have issues sometimes. So again, 9s complain about too much. I think this one is a pop 1 for Steve Smith. It's really, really cool one. Love the design. Nice again to get that back as a 9. All right, next we have Portis Red Refractor on 2008 Topps Chrome. Another set I'm a big fan of. It's not super popular, I don't believe. In basketball, it's huge. This set's super iconic, but frankly, I don't see a ton of it for football. Maybe just because these reds are so hard to find. These are numbered out of 25 for the reds, and then the golds are out of 199, which is kind of unfortunate. I wish they kept it out of 50 for this year. I think they'd be a lot more desired than they are. But yeah, again, cool one. Portis, not the biggest name ever, but whenever I see something like this for a set I like, it's a player I remember and enjoyed watching, I'll grab those when I can. Another player that was a blast to watch is Rob Gronkowski. So up here we have a rookie card. This is a 2010 Topps Chrome X-Fractor. If you watch my grading reveals, you notice I usually don't actually grade a ton of rookie cards. A lot of the time for me, it's just because they're so heavily printed and not printed, but just the supply is huge. Outside of this era, I think this era, you get some that like this one, I don't know, maybe pop 100 something is my guess. The modern era, I guess I should say, you're looking at pop thousands and the thousands. And I don't want to deal in that zone, especially something like this that is for the eBay store. So yeah, I saw this one. I like the price point of these. Any cards for me that I can get in the $30 to $100 range for a rookie that's short printed and tough to find for any sport. If you guys know baseball, basketball, that sort of thing, definitely would recommend that range. It's just, I think, reasonable for a budget, and then also you have some room if you get a 10. It's a desired card, and also again you're not breaking the bank on the buy or the sell, right? They're reasonable cards somebody could actually acquire on a typical budget. Especially if a 9's like 100. 10's a little more than that. Most people can actually afford that versus a lot of rookies, especially newer sets, thousands. So yeah, it's kind of like that about this era. 2011 Finest Cam Newton Blue Refractor, number 99. And speaking of rookie cards, get another one here. Fortunate PSA 8. I honestly thought this card was a little nicer. I think I had predicted a 9. However, this set, very tough with the gray and silver. You get scratches, and I think that's what got us here, because the corners and edges, like you can see, actually look very sharp. So when I buy something like this on eBay, and again, don't copy me, right? But if you're looking in certain similar eras, or any era really for that matter, or sports, just look at the corners, right? If that's something you can definitely see from eBay listings, something like this, you see the color. Well, a lot of cards may have whitening, right? So take a look at that, because the surface scratches and stuff you can't really see. So this one, again, just having to probably come in not as nice of a shape as I would have hoped, not enough to warrant like a return or anything, but I still want to get it graded. Just rather have it in an 8 than selling raw and having issues. Here's a big one. This was obviously a larger, I don't want to say the word investment, but it was a financial investment to purchase this card. It was a Tom Brady Black Refractor on a 99. I was happy with the price point. Again, I just kind of casually bid on some of these at the price ends at a price point that I think is reasonable and cheap. I did pick this one up. Unfortunate 9, again, I thought I had a shot at a 10. Corners looked good on this card, but just a rough start to the order, but I promise it will get better here. All right, next we have a Charles Woodson. This is a pink refractor, PSA 9. Nothing fancy, again, just super cheap card, but I like the Packers jersey, and for local shows and that sort of thing, that's what I'm always thinking, right? I'll toss on the eBay store, but bring to local shows as well. And again, Packer stuff always does well, and Charles Woodson's a great player, so it's, yeah, kind of a cool card there. I'd prefer the black refractor, but the pink works too. All right, next we have a card that I don't have in my possession. This is a big card, it's a big hit. It's 2012 Prism Green Kelvin Johnson, I believe a pop 4. Got a PSA 10 on this one. Now, this card, again, was just a random eBay find. I don't know if I just caught it and it popped up or something, but this set is doing extremely well right now in terms of price. I think it's very hyped up, and frankly, I think too high at the moment. So this is one where I don't auction very often, but this example where I was going to just send off a few cards to, I think it was, this one all went to PWCC. So sent that in with it. I'd rather just get this at auction and sell and fund, kind of pay for the grading fees and some of the PC cards coming up. Like I said, mentioned cool card, but to me, a set like that where there's a gold, I'd rather have the gold. I don't typically go for the other parallels unless I already had the gold, if that kind of makes sense. Sounds silly, right? But I'd rather have the gold first. So I sell the green now, then I have the money in the future to maybe pursue a gold. I probably won't be able to afford it for Kelvin, but you kind of get my point there. So I just sent that off to auctions. I think it'll do very well. It's a very low pop card and a very popular set. We shall see. I'm still trying to figure out how to do auctions. Honestly, I don't do a ton of them. But anyways, wanted to share that one, even though it's not in hand currently. All right, next, another Kelvin Johnson. This is the Bowman Gold out of 75. Again, just super random find. Nothing crazy here. I mean, the design isn't flashy, too flashy, I should say, compared to like a refractor, but numbered out of 75 for a really good player. Great ad here. And again, probably super reasonable. I just random triggered in like a gold refractor search, and I'm sure it just popped up in that one because it was titled wrong or something. All right, actually do have a couple baseball cards here coming up. This is a Mickey Mantle Black Refractor out of 2006 Finest. This is a pretty cool one. I actually really like the design here. And this, I know he has a ton of different cards in this set, numbered out of 99. Now, I don't grade vintage at all, so if I want my eBay store to have a couple, iconic older baseball players, this is kind of the stuff that I grade. There are people who collect these kind of sets, but again, not the craziest thing ever, but if you get a 10 on a card that's 20 years old almost, you're always happy about that. So that's pretty great there. All right, up next we have a Roger Clemens, 2005 Finest Gold Refractor. 2006 Finest Gold Refractor, PSA 9. So same set, actually, it's just not the insert set for Mickey. This obviously just base set for Roger Clemens. Number out of 49. I think I popped one with none higher, something like that. I can, maybe verify here, but 9, unfortunately. Again, I'm hoping to get more 10s as I'm flipping through this order. When I got the reveal, I was like, oh, what's going on? This is not going super well besides really that Kelvin and the Mickey. But then we started to go on a little bit of a run here, so I was pretty thrilled about this. Next we have a Tom Brady, Monday Night Heroes Blue Prism, Monday Night Heroes Blue Pulsar Prism, both PSA 10. So good hits here. Again, kind of a price point for Brady that, you maybe buy for 20 or 30, and the value of this is probably 100 to 200. So it's something where a nice one to, fund the collection. It's not super like rare serial numbered, so you're not getting the hundreds of dollars on the initial purchase, but it's a card that works really well for the bulk value grading, and, great looking early year prism, super low pop, and also color match for Brady. Obviously very iconic player, so works out well on that one. All right, next we run into some cool ones for the set I like. So I picked up a couple baseball, just simply because I think these triggered in a save search and the price seemed very reasonable, so I did grab them. So the first off, we have the David Ortiz and a PSA 9. Now this one's numbered out of 25. My football set I've been doing is numbered out of 10. So this one will go up in the eBay store, as well as the Chipper Jones here. Both got a PSA 9. Put these one first because the condition was worse than my football cards I have coming up, and I have a very big one coming up right here that I'm super excited to show you guys. These are, like I said, good ones for the eBay store. Kind of a way I always view it is, I buy and sell a lot of players that I don't collect, especially other sports, and then I have no opportunity of being like, oh man, I really want to hold on to that one. But then you can sell a few to kind of, again, start to pay for some of these, like the ones coming up. You hear the baby crying, so I'll be right back. All right, we're back. She just wanted to sleep a little more, so we're good. All right, up next, we have a super awesome one. This is a Michael Vick 2013 Panini Select Gold Prism, numbered out of 10, and we got a PSA 10. I was so freaking thrilled when I opened up this order. Honestly, this was an order I was going to wait to look at grades, but the shipping took a while, and I was like, I got to know how that Vick did. I just really want to know. So I checked and it did get a 10. Bought this one off of Instagram. I missed this exact copy on eBay, listed for like $50. It just, somebody didn't know what they had, I think, and it just went right away. But did buy it from the person who got it. And again, thankful that he reached out to me. This one is super borderline. I put it third. I have a couple more from the set. So thought it was better than these two condition-wise, but worse than the next two. But I did think it had a shot at a 10, and obviously got it here. So just absolutely thrilled. This is one of the probably cornerstones of my set at this point, just for QBs, just because I have had to pass on a lot of, like your Eli Mannings, Ben Roethlisberger, stuff like that. The price point of what some of them go for is just too much for me right now. I'd rather save those for the end, and I think you probably can find them if you have the money. So I'm grabbing a lot of guys that are more value buys just because you can't buy everything. You have to really decide what you want to, spend your money on, especially when you're going after a set this big. So instead of, buying like Doug Fluties and stuff like that, and got a PSA 10 on this one, really, again, awesome card. Obviously, amazing player that was, super fun to watch. I know a lot of people have really fond memories of him. This is one of the cool parts about this set is that everything numbered over 100, so 100 to 150, they're all retired players that typically were Hall of Famers, vast majority. I think Flutie is only a Hall of Famer, the Canadian Pro Football Hall of Fame, but not American. But anyways, cool gem there. I don't know if Pop won or not. I can, again, probably update you guys here, but I think that one might be as well. Then next we have the Ray Rice PSA 10. So again, cool one player I enjoyed watching. Super good in fantasy. One of the most iconic running backs and really should have been for the 2000s, but obviously had his issues, domestic violence, stuff like that. So kind of fell off the face of the earth, and rightfully so, frankly. But cool card nonetheless. And I know still to this day, Ravens fans, do obviously like him. And I think he is a fan favorite. Obviously, hopefully he's worked on himself and some of the off the field stuff. Same with, Vick for that matter. I know he has from what I've seen. So next we have DeMarcus Ware, Orange Refractor, PSA 10. The next ones here are just some, budget cards I just had sitting around. These may actually not even be eBay. These are just probably ComC buys I just had sitting. I'm actually have a Marshawn Lynch, X-Fractor, PSA 9. I thought this year Topps Chrome, especially for Lynch, just great photo. Everyone's chasing him down. They're not going to catch him. You got the All-Pro stamp here. And just X-Fractor is always nice. So, yeah, good little one for the eBay store, I should say, for a good player. Jason Witten, again, just Copper Refractor. I think what I did was I had some football cards just looking for players I didn't have a ton of currently, so I just sent a few off. And then I get a 7 on a card like this, and I'm thinking, what was I doing? What did I miss? But, that's how it goes. 7 usually here obviously means some sort of crease or dent or something, so just missed something there. Next we have Brett Favre, kind of an oddball here. Got it like a pink-looking prism out of Select. It's numbered out of 199. Got a PSA 10 though, perfect for, again, this 1599 grading. Kind of get a card like that, and it's just cool when you get back, especially in a gem mint grade. Then finally we have a Drew Brees Gridiron Kings Blue. These are numbered out of 149. Cool looking card here for Brees. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to join again next week, a podcast episode, hopefully a PSA reveal as well. See you guys next week.